Hi. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen. Not in the usual setup. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your late night Smackdown review. It's the go home show. Um, gotta say, that show was very, very lame. Okay. Not much happened. Very forgettable. Nothing to really look forward to. That's for sure. That is for sure. I even had people over. I had family over, and I gotta tell you, man, like from their perception, I even recorded a clip. They even said that this show was not like they were wondering who the heck were these people. Okay, so WWE now they have like so many new wrestlers that they have yet to basically showcase as like stars. They didn't showcase them with any star power or whatever. They didn't showcase them as who are these people. They never established them properly. You know what I mean? Like, and also doesn't have like compared to back in the day. You had Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, John Cena, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, Edge, Batista, all these wrestlers that established. And they didn't just establish like this is this guy from NXT or whatever. They actually showcased them. You know what I mean? They showcased these people. I uploaded a clip earlier before this show to showcase that even my uncle who's visiting, excuse that noise. See, I have people over, okay? And I'm going to watch SummerSlam with them. They're going to be here with me to watch SummerSlam. And obviously, I'm going to be very vocal with the casual's perspective, because they're casuals themselves. They don't watch this every day. Not that they want to. I watch it every day because I review it and, I'm still passionate about it, even though I'm not a fan of the modern wrestling show. But if casual viewers are legit saying that these shows are not good and they're like confused, like, who are these people and why should we care? What does that freaking tell you about how the state of wrestling as we know today is terrible? I don't know what to tell you. Nobody cares about these wrestlers are not stars. These are not stars. These are not people who no one will ever give a damn about. These wrestlers have no character, no persona, no stories. Who the hell cares? They're just average Joes. They are average Joes. They are average as all heck. They're a bunch of nobodies. And I've been saying this from day one. I've been saying this from day one. And it takes casual viewers to say that. But the crazy thing is, there could be smarky wrestling fans out there that will say, "You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about." But yeah, that's the thing. We're bad people to say this. Like we're bad people to say, "How dare you say that you don't like my certain favorite wrestler now?" Because a lot of these people who like these wrestlers, let's be honest here, are these fat, neck-bearded, mongoloid smarks. These are these nerds, these weirdos who don't know anything. They don't go outside. They don't touch grass. These people don't know anything. They are weirdos. They have no lives. So I don't know what to tell you, people. But yeah, watching this show, SmackDown, they didn't even do anything to. I understand that. Oh, this is a pay-per-view tomorrow, but that doesn't mean to not make people care about the show. And again, it makes you think also, like, why couldn't they just do some things on the pay-per-view? Like, for example, these title matches. Like, these tag title, man, don't tell me that this tag division sucks. Why is it not good enough to showcase the tag division on SummerSlam? You know what I mean? And not just that. Other than that, it's just like, wow. Why are they, like, running through these people? Like, they're doing these dumb matches and it's not even being built for SummerSlam. Like, what's the point of a lot of these matches that happen tonight? Like, they're building towards SummerSlam, but just running through SummerSlam. I don't know what to tell you. Who the heck really cares about Carmelo Hayes and Andrade? Oh, but Smarks think that's a good match because it was long. And who really cares about Santos and Apollo Crews? Yeah, not much things can be noteworthy that happened on this show, sadly. Like that past SummerSlams. I mean, this has not been this. This has not been the same. Like SummerSlams, like Raws and SmackDowns have not been the same, like or not. Prior to like years ago, even years ago. Let me tell you this. My uncle, one of my uncles this year, he did not like Daniel Bryan. And I totally get why. At the time I did. The yes, yes, yes. Right? He himself is admitting, like, because the show has gotten that bad, where literally he's like, wow, how the show has gotten worse since guys like yes, yes, yes. Like, he only remembers Daniel Bryan as the guy who does the yes, yes chants. Like, wrestling has gotten so bad, man. The presentation is god awful. There's no star power at all. No stories at all. There's no engaging storylines. There's no. It's God. Like, what are we watching here? Like, no wonder the show gets low ratings. You know what I mean? The shows are not even good anymore. The People's Wrestling Channel. Zubair, acknowledge me. Well, I just did. Happy. What's going on, people? What's going on, Ricky? The People's Wrestling Channel. SummerSlam was about one thing, and that is the return of the GOAT. I mean, I get it, but then you're costing people's enjoyment for just one fucking. I mean, actually, it doesn't matter. It's my channel. I'm already at 8. Like, literally, you're costing your shows, your quality of show for just one guy. For one guy. Chris Redstone cares about Apollo. I'm whatever, but even he admits that the show sucks, and who cares about Apollo Crews? SmackDown gets low rating because of Roman's not being there. Okay, but just because Roman's not there does not mean that the show, just because he's not there, doesn't mean that's like the sole reason that the show. Let's be honest, they're getting still the same ratings, even that Roman's not there. I mean, they're not getting as like the same exact ratings, but they're still getting on average about the same viewership. Because let's be honest, even though I like Roman and people like Roman, he's not like this big mainstream star as people make him out to be, only to wrestling fans. I mean, sure, some casual people will know who Roman is, but reality is he's not like John Cena, if you like it or not. John Cena is a way bigger star than Roman Reigns. So is Brock Lesnar, so is Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Hulk Hogan. A lot of these wrestlers, and that also goes to show, like, we are like, tonight was a good reminder. And even just, it was a good reflection too. This is why I like doing these shows when I have people over. It gives me a little bit of interpretation and nice thing to talk about, to see how do people nowadays who don't even watch wrestling, how would they react? That's the beauty. It's like a little experiment in my mind. And this show exposes that, wow, a lot of these new people who are not established, goes to show that nobody cares about these people. Nobody cares about the show. So why should I? Why should anybody? You know what I mean? Like that's how bad the show is. Don't worry, you get a SummerSlam. You get a predictions by the end of it. Not that I really need to or care to do, but we'll do a little prediction. Why the heck not? That one guy is the greatest of all time. Okay, you gotta calm down, bro. Like, we all like Reigns. Reigns is like one of the last cool stars, but he's not like, very big star. You know what I mean, folks? The People's Wrestling Channel. Reigns has broken the Mania's main events record. That levels up these levels above. Just because, listen, dude. Just because he was in more WrestleMania main events, which the company booked him to, does not mean, oh wow, that Melvin Blackley makes him the biggest star. You understand? He was groomed to look like that. So how does that make him better than Brock Lesnar and John Cena? What makes you the best of all time is how much drawing value you can make. And Hulk Hogan is still, to this day, a bigger draw than Roman Reigns. And that's coming from a guy who likes Roman Reigns. And I love Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan is still relevant to this day that he appeared in the Republican National Convention and cut one of the greatest promos in the modern day at a Republican convention. Come on, man. Like, you guys got to get that to your head. Well, you'll get a SummerSlam prediction, no problem. Brian Bradshaw, the reason why I always remember to do a SummerSlam. I hope you like the SummerSlam rant video, by the way. SummerSlam, I hope, is a fun show. I hope so too. Trust me, I don't want to hate wrestling. The main thing about me with wrestling, I want wrestling to be cool again. I want people like my uncle, my cousins, all my family members to basically watch wrestling again. Okay, I want wrestling to be cool again. But unfortunately, it's very hard to make wrestling cool again because wrestling is so bad. It's so bad. Brian Bradshaw, Stone Cold is the real star, my favorite wrestler ever. I mean, who isn't? Like, who isn't? Hey, Uncle, who's your favorite wrestler?
Now,
Not now. Like, who's your favorite wrestler? You can say hi to people.
There's no one.
Who's your favorite wrestler ever? I have my uncle here, by the way, folks. Who's your favorite wrestler ever? Brock Lesnar?
Yes.
You like Brock Lesnar? Just say live what you think of the show. Like tonight, the show, right? Tonight, the show.
That show was like a show, end of the block, some kids there wrestling. And that show was like that. It is a waste of time watching on the TV and forget about going to the stadium to watch that. That people must be crazy who going to the stadium to watch those guys.
I swear, my uncle can make a YouTube channel. It'll be fucking hilarious. You're the best. Gee, this guy is one of my favorite uncles, yo. This is why I love when he comes during the holidays and the summertime. Thank you. Thank you for appearing, your little appearance. Man. Oh, Lord. I gotta clip that, man. I mean, it's kind of similar to the video that I did, man. All right. Anyways, grab your Coca-Colas. Drinking magnificently, all right, people? Cheers. Cheers, everybody. It's good stuff. Anyways, so let's try to talk about this show. All right, let's try to actually get to reviewing. So, show started with Cody Rhodes. He's like, yeah, we had something to talk about, right? So it started with Cody, right? I gotta say this. One of my cousins was here. He knows who Logan Paul is. Again, the people who are currently staying with me over, like, for a little bit. They're just visiting, right? They watch wrestling before. But they're not like big wrestling viewers like me. Like, whenever we get over, obviously we'll watch because we'll always watch the Raws. But before, back in the day, the show was so much better. Like, I remember when my uncle started, right? Uncle, hey, when you started coming to New York from Canada, the shows were better. Like when I was younger, right? Much better, right?
At that time, the Hogan was.
I know, but like even when I was a child, like let's say when you started coming back from Canada,
Almost 20 years now, right?
yeah, but like even when you're coming from Canada, the shows compared to now are way better, right?
Much better. Today I was watching, it was just like what I'm watching.
I know, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I made you like bored. I mean, tomorrow might be better. Is the pay-per-view?
I don't mind if there's a new girls over there.
New girls. my uncle loves the ladies, And what does that tell you? Like, I mean, every woman now looks like a man. So my uncle like the ladies, folks. Maybe tomorrow he'll like Liv Morgan. Well, we'll see tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow, folks. Tomorrow hopefully will be. I mean, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be better, folks. Like, I mean, in terms of watchability because it's a pay-per-view. They gotta make the show better. Does your uncle acknowledge the tribal chief? I mean, I'm sure he knows who Roman Reigns is. It's just he forgot what he looks like. But we'll see tomorrow. All right. The Bloodline rules mean that the return of Roman Reigns and The Rock. Yeah, and that's why people are only going to look forward to it. That's why I'm hoping. And it can't be just Roman. It has to be The Rock too. That way, more casual people would actually give a damn about the show. You're my favorite YouTuber, says Antonio. Well, thank you, Artorio. I appreciate that really well. Again, people, don't forget. Of course, tomorrow I'm doing my SummerSlam review, but Sunday I will be doing my live show Q&A/rant video. I thought I was going to be free, but I will still be free. I'll make time. It'll basically be like this. Even though I have family over, I'm going to still do that and still do it. It's just I'm going to have family over, but it's going to be great. It's going to be great. We're still going to do it, folks. All right, so the show started with Cody Rhodes. He says, "What do you guys want to talk about, right? It's the same old crap." Oh yeah, what was I saying? My cousins, one of my cousins, he watched wrestling before. He knows who Cody Rhodes is. He remembered Cody Rhodes is when he had his black hair before he dyed his hair blonde. He himself said that it looks so fake and he even made fun of Cody Rhodes and Solo's hair of how fake looking it was and how they look like ramen noodles on their heads. Like, what does that tell you if a normal person is watching a wrestling show and even like haven't watched in a very long time? What does that tell you when you look back at a guy who's returning now, who returned after how many years that Cody's been gone, and like, what does that tell you? Like how fake his hair looked that people like, who used to watch wrestling but doesn't watch anymore, and they're going back to see what this guy looks currently. You compare like from like years ago to now. What does that tell you? And Cody Rhodes is the WWE champion. What are we doing here? Cody Rhodes, the #1 champion, and he looks like he has fake ramen noodle hair. It looks so fake. And don't get me started on the stupid neck tattoo he has. Wow. Do you think Miyaka's a bad person? I don't think anybody's a bad person, man. They're just not good wrestlers. Anyways, I don't know. The show started with like, "Oh, I sit at a throne I once broke. I'm getting eventually forbidden door AEW. Like, who cares? Since the tribal chief is not here, I settled for a wannabe." Then Solo says, "I propose us go to war in a bloodline rules match." And then Cody's like, I have done, I have faced things, I don't have to accept, but I'm going to accept because I'm a dumb baby face. Like, okay. Okay, so basically he does like, "Oh, I'm going to be, I will accept I'm not scared of any of you. And you're a wannabe tribal chief, and I accept the challenge." I don't know. So here's the thing about the Bloodline rules match. Obviously, when you do obviously, since this match will now be no disqualifications, this will be a way better match. Okay, this will be a way better match. It's not going to be some normal, boring rules match. At least this will spice up the match a little bit, make it entertaining. And it doesn't confirm that Roman's going to return tomorrow, and we might even see The Rock if he doesn't, whatever. But definitely the big idea is Roman Reigns returning. Roman Reigns returning after missing the show for how many months now? Okay? You know Roman Reigns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you must see my uncle knows Roman Reigns. So he does acknowledge Roman Reigns, Mr. People's Wrestling Champ. Okay? So, obviously tomorrow, it's going to be that's the only reason why people are going to care about SummerSlam, is the return of Roman Reigns. That's it. But at the same time, the show does not look that intriguing. I mean, it has to be. You're still gonna have stars at the show. It will be definitely a way better show compared to this shit, this show. But ugh, whatever. We'll have to see. But Cody Rhodes, man, this was lame. Oh, like Cody says, like, oh, I'm not scared of any of you. Tamalonga, I'm not scared of you. Tamatunga, we have history, but I'm not scared of you. Because he mentioned New Japan. Oh, who cares? Nobody watched New Japan. This is freaking America. And whatever. And then like, oh, I'm not scared of anybody. And then he leaves. I don't care. Have you forgot my name? LOL, it's Ricky. No, I know your name. Don't worry. I know you. I acknowledge your wrestling channel, Mr. Ricky, aka the People's Wrestling Channel. Anyways, first match. Andrade defeated Carmelo Hayes. This match was long. Nobody cares. This match was like 30 minutes or whatever the heck. Oh yeah, how can I forget? The show also opened up with Logan Paul with his prime Hummler, whatever his big car. My cousin, like, he reacted like, really? He had like, because again, he does know who the heck Logan Paul is. During this match, this Andrade Carmelo Hayes match, this match was so long and very boring. And like, this match was actually boring that even my cousin was like falling asleep during this. What does that tell you? What does it tell you? Casual viewers falling asleep watching this stuff. I mean, wrestling has been very boring the past many years. It has been boring. Like, it has been having its boring moments since like the early days of the PG era. But my God, how boring can you be now? It's so boring. It's worse than ever. Second match, and you see Santos was like, why does every Latino wrestler have to speak Latino? To just emphasize, say, hey, get it, I'm Latino. Like, amigo, like, oh, you get it? You have to know they're Latino. It's the cliche, whatever. Anyways, he comes out, he defeats Apollo Crews in a quick match that nobody cares. Then we get Logan Paul's home celebration. Ooh, wow. Celebration of his homecoming. Yeah, nobody really cares. Whatever. Get it all, I'm from Cleveland. I love Cleveland. I'm a hero. I'm the only better guy from Cleveland. I mean, that's what he basically said. I'm just kind of summing up whatever. I just don't I don't really remember, in all honesty, what he really said, nor do I really care, in all honesty. So whatever. Logan Paul, he has a banner. Oh yeah, so he had he was booed by his hometown. Logan Paul says, I've only had 2 title defenses in 272 days. But hey, that's 2 more title defenses than LA Knight will ever have. And then, he had a banner that came down to showcase his excellence. And then it has, they're saying that LA Knight ruined his poster. But all it does, it has on it. Oh yeah, a funny thing I will say, my uncle literally said the freaking guy looked like a bus driver. like he literally said he said that LA looked like a bus driver or something like that. A bus custodian or whatever it was. I mean, I personally I don't hate LA Knight, but what does that tell you? LA Knight, even he comes up as an imitation of The Rock and whatever. Not saying it's a bad thing. But at the same time, literally, Logan Paul, obviously he's famous because, YouTube, he was a YouTuber and controversies and whatever. And he was an actor as well. But at the same time, is he really supposed to be a wrestler? But the sad thing is he's actually a better wrestler than a lot of these people because of his star power. LA Knight, he ruined the banner. But all he did is has on the banner. How is that ruining a poster? You want to talk about ruining a poster? Look at Stone Cold freaking riding the Zamboni. Stone Cold destroying McMahon's car. I was expecting when LA Knight, after showing up, he's going to freaking the what is it, the Prime whatever. He'll like do some Attitude Era stuff where destroying the Prime car. But no, they didn't do that because I don't know reasons, or they can't be smart anymore. They can't be edgy. It's just boring. So LA Knight, he comes out. It's like, yeah, you're actually not from Cleveland, yeah. Um, Tomorrow is gonna be the worst night of your life, and I'm gonna find you another banner. Then he goes to see the Pretty Deadly Fags, whatever. Nobody cares. Then talks to other people like who nobody's in the roster. Then he shows up to the Prime car, and he just drives away without destroying or something. What are we doing here? When do we go from the days of Austin destroying destroying McMahon's car, destroying the Titantrons, even freaking Badass, like come on, Badass, like all these people, guys like even like DX, them like DX destroying stuff, we would have crap falling onto like people, Austin with the beer truck. Obviously a lot of cool things with Austin, but god damn, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, why not, I don't know, Logan Paul get dumped by Prime drinks? But that didn't happen? Oh, my God, man. I don't even know anymore. I don't. Like, how is this wrestling? The third match, we had Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defeats the Unholy Union by disqualification due to interference of Blair Davenport. So, like, I don't know. I guess their thing is, I get it. We have 3 Irish women or 3 international, whatever, 3 UK women. We'll just mush them together. I mean, they're invited to my big blood couch, and I'm sure my uncle likes them. I don't know, but at the same time, who really cares? Who really cares? We are just thinking to myself, like, why was this match long, and why the heck who cares about this match? You know what I mean? Bianca gets a new, whatever, not Bianca, freaking Tiffany Stratton gets a new briefcase. Oh, whoop-de-doo, who cares? Okay, it was bound to get her a new briefcase. She gets it, blah, blah, blah. Do you like Tiffany's new briefcase? I mean, does it really matter? It just get it. Every wrestler has an individualized briefcase. It's pink, whoop-de-doo. Okay, fine, good for her. I don't know how it's supposed. Whatever. I don't know. Apparently, she could carry like a purse. Okay, fine. Nia then says she got to make it made it because she's a good princess and remember who got it for her and she's loyal to her queen. So yeah, they showed a video package of Nia Jax. I get it. She's a fat woman that's gonna destroy people and nobody cares. We're gonna have this stupid match tomorrow. Yeah, so that's that. We get a recap of what's gonna happen at SummerSlam on these matches. Gonna run down the card, and then no one really cares. And yeah, the main event, the Bloodline. Oh yeah, so get it. Oh, Johnny Gargano. Oh, 28 years ago, 1996 SummerSlam was in Cleveland. That's when I realized I was going to be a wrestler. Well, guess what? You should have chose a different career path because you're a boring fucko. Okay, you're a boring piece of crap. You should have chosen a different career. Oh, I want to be a wrestler. Okay, well, guess what? You're boring. You're small. You're garbage. You have no charisma. Tommaso Ciampa trying to be edgy, whatever. Oh, wow, and the Cleveland, no one really cares, dude. So, get it. Oh, they're in Summers. They're like, but they're not even Summers. That's the thing. This guy, talks about how Summerslam, yet he was not good enough to be on the Summerslam card. Whatever. The Bloodline defeats them. if they defeat DUI or DIY, makes me should get a DUI because who cares about this crap? But the Bloodline wins. Nobody cared about the match, but I'm happy with the outcome. Good thing that the Bloodline won. And Solo, he had the titles acting like he was the whole sole champion, but hey, established the Bloodline's dominance. They got the titles. It's better for them to have the titles. You know what they should have done to make people care is that they should have the Bloodline won the tag titles like weeks ago, and then we would have had maybe like the Bloodline versus Kevin Owens and Randy Orton at SummerSlam. That's the way I would have done things. But no, they just, I don't know, they didn't think properly. Like, come on, this is SummerSlam, people. But whatever, that's SummerSlam. Tomorrow's SummerSlam. So let's go do this card, shall we? Let's go do this card. What's going to happen? So, Cody versus Solo. Obviously, Roman's going to come back, but Cody's going to retain. Whatever. Okay? And plus, because how they stand tall and they've been trying to book Solo. I mean, it makes sense if Solo wins, though, and then that's how Roman returns. But at the end of the day, whatever. Roman's returning regardless. Okay, folks? Well, what's how this happening? That's Bloodline rules. I'm guaranteed that's gonna be a better match. What else is happening, folks? Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley. Liv is gonna retain because of Dominic. Very predictable. Punk versus McIntyre with Seth Rollins at the referee. I kind of see they're going to rip off SummerSlam 97. Well, Punk is going to win because they're going to, I don't know, and then they're going to do something with Rollins and McIntyre. That's what I see things. Again, would have rathered if, this is Punk and McIntyre solely instead of Rollins being involved, but unfortunately, they don't think, and they're going to ruin everything. I don't know. People are saying that it's going to be McIntyre winning, and then they're going to have rematch with Seth, or whatever. I don't know. What they're doing is not really good booking. Let's be honest here. Plus, this is Punk's first match back, so he's going to win also. Gunter versus Priest. Gunter is winning. I mean, you could always do stuff where Gunter is going to lose and get a rematch at Berlin, whatever, but like in the end of the day, who really cares? LA Knight versus Logan Paul. LA Knight's gonna win. Sammy versus Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is gonna win, unless for some reason if Triple H has this big hard on for Sammy, he's gonna probably, I don't know. And I'm probably gonna go with Nia Jax beating Bayley, whatever. Or they might do like, get it, Bayley overcomes the odds. So yeah, that's my SummerSlam predictions for now. Oh wow, MJF and Britt Baker. What's your thoughts on that? Who fucking cares, man? Nobody cares about that. That's like issue. Who really cares? Who cares about like Britt? I mean, at the end of the day, who cares? I mean, to be fair, both of them are the biggest draws. But like, I don't know, they have an issue. I mean, here's the thing. Yes, nobody cares about women's wrestling. Aside from Britt Baker, because, you guys know, she got a nice plot, right? But nobody really cares about, I mean, again, who cares, man? Who cares about AEW? They all suck. So you know what? It's all karma for being a shitty company. That's all I have to say. All right. That's my review, folks. SummerSlam review tomorrow. We'll talk about SummerSlam. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Just keep it real. Get your games closed magnificently. Inspire to, go, oh shit, indeed. Until next time, peace. Yeah, bye. And broadcast.